me go, losing self-control. I keep telling myself, but I don't want to let you know.
Hey guys, welcome to the last day of BooktubeAthon. So I'll just do a quick update of what I'm currently up to. First off, I am reading Lifelike and I'm 3/4 of the way through and I'm on page 298. So I only have around about 100 pages left of Lifelike, as this one has, actually I have exactly 100 pages because the book is 398 and I'm on 298. So I have 100 pages left of Lifelike. I am also listening to Wildborn by Brandon Mull, which is the first book in the Spirit Animal series, and I'm nearly exactly halfway through that one. I don't have an exact percentage, but looking at the progress bar, it looks halfway. I'm listening to it on Scribd, so there's no percentages, but yeah, I'm around about halfway through that, and according to Scribd, it has 2 hours I think left. Yeah, around about 2 hours to go of that audiobook, but I'm listening to it at 1.5, so I should be able to get that done relatively quickly. And also according to Bookly, I only have around 2 hours of Lifelike till I'm finished, I'm pretty sure. 2 hours and 12 minutes and 42 seconds apparently, if I continue reading at the same pace. So right now, I was going to just listen to my audiobook tonight, but I think I'm going to read for about half an hour. I'll read Lifelike. I'm not even going to bother with my hat. If you saw yesterday's video, you would have seen that I completely forgot to put my hat on. So I'm just not going to bother because my hat's out in the lounge room and I'm sitting in bed nice and comfy. So yeah, this is just becoming like the read 7 books. Like this is just my other 7 rather than read while wearing a hat. So I could get a different hat. Actually, I don't even know if there's a hat in here because my beanie is currently not in here. I have a beanie in here, but it doesn't fit me. So yeah, but anyway, I'm just going to read about half an hour of Lifelike and then get back into the audiobook and then read that until I go to sleep, and then tomorrow I will finish Lifelike, and also tomorrow I need to watch the movie for Ready Player One, as that is the last thing I need to complete for the challenges, because I need to read and watch the book to movie adaptation. So I've read Ready Player One, now I need to watch the movie. So yeah, while I have my video exporting, I'm going to just read a little bit of Lifelike. I might actually get this video up before I even go to bed because it's only short, so it shouldn't take too long to export. So I might actually have it up like just after midnight rather than like sometime tomorrow morning. Well, this morning. So yeah, I'm just going to read for a little bit and I'll probably see you tomorrow. I might update before I go to bed. We'll see what happens. But if not, I'll see you in the morning. Under your spotlight. Hey guys, so it's about 2:30 and I just finished Lifelike. I'm like in a love-hate relationship with this book and I don't know what to rate it, because on one side I don't like the writing at all and it was very difficult to actually get through, and I also don't love the main character, but I love the side characters and the plot was intense as fuck. And so I just don't know what to think of this book. I'm going to review it, but I just don't know what to rate it. Like, because there's some aspects that I absolutely love and there's some aspects that I absolutely hate. So it's difficult, but I just don't know. But yeah, as you can see, there is a ton of tabs in here. So yeah, I just don't know. I've got no idea. So yeah, I finished Lifelike and I'm nearly 3/4 of the way through Wildborn. I listened to a little bit more of it when I was like having lunch and stuff like that. But right now I'm going to put it on and do some stuff around the house. And then I'm going to probably go for my walk. And then when I come home, I'll have dinner and write my review for Lifelike and then put Ready Player One on. So that's my plan. It may change, it may go in a different order to that, I don't know, but that is my plan at the moment. As for Wildborn, I'm really enjoying it. It's just like a fun middle grade, and yeah, it's good so far. There's not really much I can say about it, as it is really short, so I don't want to give anything away. But basically these kids get spirit animals, and it's just them trying to figure that out. And yeah, it's pretty good so far. There's not like a ton of plot, but there is like 2 plots going, because yeah, I can't really explain it, but there's 2 plots going, and one of them is just like they're learning, and then the other one is like a little bit more intense. So yeah, but I'm enjoying it, and I've only got around about an hour to go of that one, but if I listen to it at 1.5, it should go through quicker than that. But yeah, so I'll update you guys a little bit later, probably just before I go for my walk. It's 2:30 now, so I'll probably go in about 2 hours. But yeah, I'll just finish this off, do the couple things that I need to do, and then I might get into writing my review before I even go for my walk. It just depends what time I have before, like 4:30ish. So yeah, and as long as it doesn't get cloudier, because it's overcast right now a little bit, so if it gets cloudier I might not go, because I don't know if it's going to rain or not, because it is predicted rain for tomorrow. But knowing my luck, it'll get really cloudy and be like, oh no, it's not going to rain, and then I'll go and then it'll rain when I'm like halfway around the lagoon track. So yeah, if I even expect it's going to rain, I don't go, because yeah, there's like nowhere that you can get out of the rain out on that track, because it's just out in the bush. But yeah, so that's my plans. I'll update you guys at some point later. Hey guys, so I just got home from my walk. My hair is sitting funny because I've had it up in a ponytail with my hat on. But yeah, while I was out walking, I finished Wildborn by Brandon Mull. It was quite good. It was kind of short though, like it is a middle grade, so it's a bigger series, so it's kind of understandable that it's kind of short. I don't know, because like they're by different authors, I don't know if it's each one's following the same characters or whether you're following new characters, because it'd be weird different authors writing like the same personalities and characters. Does that make sense? Like you wouldn't be able to capture the person exactly how it is. You'd be capturing your perspective of the person. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, so yeah, I don't know if the next one follows the same characters, but if it does, that's fine. If it doesn't, well, that's interesting too, because it'd be interesting to see more spirit animals and stuff. But yeah, I quite enjoyed it. After that, I did listen to some Harry Potter, because I didn't want to start a new audiobook, because hopefully after I watch the movie, I'm going to put the movie on very soon for Ready Player One, and then after that I want to read Sparks Fire, as it's only 85 pages, because it's only like a little novella, and Sparks Rise. I keep calling it Sparks Fire, but no, it's Sparks Rise. But yeah, I want to read it next, because it's the next one I need to read for Magical Readathon, and I can't pick up another audiobook until I read that one, like my next audiobook until I read that one, because you got to do the what's it called, challenges in order. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go watch my Magical Readathon vlog. It'll be in the cards, I think this side. I'm probably wrong, but I think it's this side. Yeah, so if you don't know what I'm talking about, just go and watch that video. But yeah, you've got to read the books in a certain order, and also I've put series in there, so I've got to read series in the order and those in order, so I've got like an exact reading guide of what order I need to read the books in for August. So yeah, it's a little intense, but yeah, the next book I need to read is Sparks Rise, the 2.5 in the Darkest Minds, and then I can move on to my next audiobook. So until then, I'll just be reading Harry Potter. But if I read that tonight, then that will be 8 books read in 7 days. So that'll be interesting. But yeah, so I've officially read 7 books in 7 days, plus some of Harry Potter, because I'm always listening to Harry Potter. But yeah, so I'll update you guys a little bit later. Right now, I'm gonna put that movie on, and then a bit later I'll make dinner, because it's only 5:30. I just put a fingerprint on my glasses, and I only cleaned them just before I left for my walk. Sometimes I hate well, actually all the time, Nelly. I hate my glasses. They're such a struggle, but I like to see, so. Yeah, no, that's a sacrifice you make, apparently. But yeah, so I'm gonna go wash my glasses again, because every time I turn my head I can see this fingerprint and it's driving me insane. Yeah, and then I'll go put Ready Player One on. Hey guys, so I just finished watching Ready Player One and it's now 8 o'clock. The Ready Player One movie was good, but as long as you completely separate it from the book. It basically doesn't follow anything that the book does, and in that fact it is kind of disappointing. And also there's really, I suppose I can kind of talk about it. I was just thinking whether this is spoilers for the book, but the entire book is basically an ode to vintage video games, and Halliday, the creator of the Oasis, is obsessed with everything from the 80s because he grew up in the 80s. And there was, from what I can remember from just watching the movie, there was one thing about the 80s mentioned, and that was the movie The Shining, which I don't remember it being mentioned in the book. There was a lot of other 80s stuff mentioned in the book, but I don't remember The Shining being mentioned. If I'm wrong, correct me, but I don't remember it. And then the whole vintage video games thing. Like, Halliday grew up in the 80s, so he grew up with arcades. He grew up with arcade machines. And there was one mentioned in the entire movie. So that was a little disappointing because it kind of lost the whole feel of this book. Like, the book was about the 80s and pop culture and video games, whereas this was very nowadays technology. Like, there wasn't much from history mentioned except for The Shining and that one video game called Adventure, which I don't know if it was mentioned in the book because I'm not, except for like Pac-Man and stuff, I'm not really educated in arcade games, so I don't really remember, even if they are mentioned, what they specifically are because I don't know what they are to begin with. So Adventure could have been mentioned in the book, but I just don't know. But yeah, so the movie was in that way a little disappointing, but by itself it is a good movie. So yeah, but they just take away so much from the book. It's a little bit, I know, it's loosely referenced. Basically the only similarity is that there's a virtual reality place called the Oasis, the creator dies, and he leaves hints throughout the world that you've got to figure out. Basically that's it. The type of hints, the way everything goes about it, the way the characters meet, the way everything happens basically is different. There's only like a couple scenes where I'm like, oh yeah, that happened in the book, like, but yeah, the rest of it was just nowhere near it. But like I said, by itself it is a good movie. I'd watch it again, but just if you're gonna watch it, either watch it sometime well after or well before reading Ready Player One where you're not gonna remember the other, or just know that it's not gonna be anything like it at all. But yeah, so it's 8 o'clock, so I've still got a few hours until midnight, and I'm gonna go sit down and read Sparks Fire. I still can't remember what the name of that book is. I started calling it something else and then it got in my head, and now I can't remember which one's the actual real one. And now my Kindle app's taking 6 years. Sparks Rise. Okay, so I'm gonna go read Sparks Rise and I'll update you guys a little bit later. Hey guys, so it is the end of BooktubeAthon. Well, there's 8 minutes to go, but I'm gonna end it here. I didn't get Sparks Rise finished. I've got about half an hour of that left. It's actually taking me longer than I thought it would, considering it's only 85 pages, but we're getting there. But yeah, I didn't get it finished by the end of BooktubeAthon, so I've still only finished 7 books. But yeah, I will be doing a separate wrap-up video for that. Hopefully I'll be able to film that tomorrow and have it up tomorrow. Just wrapping up all the books I read and the challenges and stuff, and talking about my thoughts. So yeah, I'm gonna go edit this video and then that's it. I will be doing vlogs for Magical Readathon. What I'm going to do is do Monday to Wednesday and then Thursday to Sunday, because the weekend is when I do the least, well, Friday and Saturday is when I do the least amount of reading and vlogging and stuff, so it'll have less footage compared to the first 3 days of the week. So I've decided to do that, so it'll be 2 a week, not including this first part of this week because it's already August obviously, but BooktubeAthon took over the first little bit. So yeah, but I will have regular reading vlogs out at least twice a week if everything goes to plan. But yeah, I think that's about it. I don't really have anything else to say. I don't think. But yeah, I'll see you guys in my magical readathon vlogs sometime this week.